Jonah, how you doing? I'm just going through your work here. I was reading your writing here, and I thought there was a question in here. Okay, I've read through this once. I thought there was a question, but I must be mistaken. So this is a really good summary of your experience thus far with the assignment. And that's great. This is fantastic. Good job. I appreciate you including that detailed description of your experience. Let's go ahead and jump over to the ad, which I have open right here. The ad is excellent. See, I want to get that up there. Yeah, we can see that whole ad now, right? Okay, ad is I think it's excellent. I really do. Um, it's a couple of things I think that we can do to make things a little bit more interesting and to kind of clean up the balance and redistribute some visual weight just to kind of create a little bit more page harmony. Give me a couple minutes here and listen, hear me out, and let me describe what I'm seeing and how I think we can improve it. And then you can decide if you want to apply those recommendations to your final piece. I think that the ad is really super text heavy. Typically, in the up until probably 2008 or so, we used to find really text heavy. Actually, before that, we used to find really text-heavy magazine ads, and ever since like the early 2000s, magazine ads they just don't have the kind of text they did. And we've found through research that viewers don't read extended text in magazine ads. So my recommendation is to condense this into one paragraph, maybe this size right here or so. I think your typography is excellent. I think that's really a strong ad. Excellent job. So a little bit of imbalance here and there, mainly caused by the size of this drink. This giant drink is just a little bit too big, and I think it's gathering all of the attention. What happens when you have an image that is really dominating a composition like this is that it tends to force the viewer away from the important part, which is in the textual area. So we don't want the viewer to miss the message because we only have a couple of seconds on a page in a magazine ad to communicate to the viewer. We only have about 2 seconds or so before they look away. If we don't grab their attention in those 2 seconds, they're going to look away. A good portion of those 2 seconds is going to be spent looking at this drink only because it's so big. So when that 2 seconds is up, that two and a half or 2 seconds is up or so, they're going to turn the page without reading this. And I think that's going to be detrimental to the success of the ad. So I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. I also think the logo is really big. And I think that the black, and Noelia, the professor that had covered my class when I was gone, made a really great point in getting in here and doing an adjustment layer and trying to maybe change the color of that black hammock. The black hammock is really super dense and it has a lot of visual weight to that portion of the composition. If we can get in there and change that to like purple or teal or something, which is kind of tough with a dark color, but nonetheless, I think it will definitely add a little bit of page harmony. So I would take this. This is all right. This is right aligned, and the body copy is left aligned. Address is left aligned. So I would go ahead and left align this. Just that's going to point to consistency. We take this, establish a left margin right there or so, follow it up, align your headline, A New Life Awaits, and then you could even use title case in there, capital N, capital I, L, capital A. Then make your words disappear. And also left aligned with the headline. Then what I would do is I would really reduce the size of this. See that? All you have is a telephone number. And we want the full contact information, as we can see right here. So you want that full contact information right there. So what we'll do at the bottom of the ad is this: there's your contact information right there. This is really big. The logo. You don't have to align the logo with the type, although it is very conscientious that you did that. My recommendation: watch my cursor. Logo, reduce the size, something like this. Okay, and then you have your contact information. We'll reduce the heck out of that drink and just have it sit like somewhere above the contact information right there. Okay, watch your masking. We can clearly see edges around the perimeter of the image. We can clearly see indications of the original background. So you want to refine that background. And I think that's going to do it. I really do. So you're going to have a much simpler ad. It's going to have much less text. The balance is going to be improved because we're going to reduce the size of this. Page harmony is going to be enhanced because we're going to take all the attention away from this and kind of redistribute it around the composition. All right. So again, in summary, left align the headline and the subhead. Okay. Body copy, reduce the amount of text, reduce the size of the drink, add your contact information, reduce the size of the logo, place it in the lower right-hand corner, and see if you can't make an adjustment on that hammock to bring it more into harmonious palette with the colors, the corporate colors for Amethyst Bay. All right, but I got to tell you what, it's excellent. You're showing outstanding proficiency in all of the techniques required and all of the objectives expected for this assignment. So that's the good stuff. The ad is excellent so far, but we're going to make it better. All right. I'll tell you what, if you have any questions at all, I know I threw a lot at you in a little bit of time. So if you have any questions at all, Jonah, let me know, please, and I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. If you need help, give me a holler. I'm right here. All right. Excellent. Thank you very much.